how's everyone doing there tonight? This is Undead Nightmare 24 back with a video. Hope everyone's doing well out there and staying safe. This is going to be a video for a franchise ranking of a few horror films I watched here. It's not a big franchise, but it consists of 4 films, and I hadn't seen these in years, so I wanted to go over them. Actually, I only saw probably the first 3 films. I hadn't seen part 4, so I wanted to give you guys my personal rankings and opinions and talk about the films a little bit. So everyone sit back, relax, enjoy, and let's get this started. The franchise I'll be ranking is the Ghoulies franchise. I hadn't seen these in years. It was a fun revisit, so can't wait to get go through these. So everyone, here we go. So I'm going to start off. I'm going to go 4 through 1, 4 being my worst, 1 being my best, and these are my thoughts and opinions. So in at number 4, I'm going to go with Ghoulies 4, and this is a 1994 film, and it has the return of Jonathan Graves. If you've seen this franchise, Jonathan Graves is the main character since the original. He was the baby that of the pretty much the cult leader of devil worshippers, and he was meant to be sacrificed, escaped, and it brings him to his adulthood, and he's the one that's supposed to take over the cult, and it goes on there with the story, and I'll talk about that later. But here in Ghoulies 4, this was probably a lower budget film is what I got out of it. Like I said, it's the return of Jonathan Graves. He comes back, even the actor. He's older and he's a cop, and he's pretty much left the pretty much devil worshipping world. He's trying to go straight, but there's a ex-girlfriend that just escaped a mental asylum, and she's trying to summon the demons again, so she brings them back, the demonic presence of him as well as the couple of the ghoulies there, and they're after this like diamond, this pearl, and it contains pretty much will open the gateway to hell and have the evil presence of Jonathan come back. So he's battling and he's trying to fight it, and he has a partner and an ex-girlfriend who he still cares for. They go on a cat and mouse chase to protect the stone before the evil presence gets it. And you have this girl too. She's has history with Jonathan. She's after it, and pretty much you have the ghoulies kind of turning good in this film. So it's very very cheesy, but yeah, this is probably the worst one. I just couldn't get into this one much. I did have some funny moments, but other than that, it's at the bottom of the list. And the ghoulies just look pretty awful, man. You got like these little people pretty much in Halloween costumes, and you could see the decline of the ghoulies in this one as well. It does have attractive women in this film, and the acting ain't too great either. I did like they brought Jonathan back, which was cool from the original, but even that couldn't save this film. So at number 4, I'm going to go with Ghoulies 4. And at number 3, no surprise, it's going to be Ghoulies 3. And this is the Ghoulies Go to College. So this is a 1991 film, early 90s. Takes place in a college, a fraternity, and it's prank week. So you got all these pranks just going out. Some are pretty funny. You got a great cast as well. You got Jason Scott Lee from Dragon and Jungle Book, and he's really goofy looking in this film. And you got Matthew Lillard from Scream, and he looks really nerdy in this film. So it's cool to see their early roles and how they carried themselves. Pretty hilarious. You also have Stephen Lee from Dolls. He's the nice guy on there. So it has a great cast all around, which I enjoyed. Had a real like late 80s, early 90s, that crazy cheesy teen college. Not I shouldn't even say teen because it's college, but like fraternity. And you got him and his love interest. They're having problems. This is a main guy. I forgot his name, but anyways, you have the ghoulies. They're resurrected through this toilet, which is famous throughout this franchise. And the toilet's like green and dirty, and it has the green when they come out, but then it's like has a statue of the ghoulies on the toilet, and it's inside the men's fraternity house. So they resurrect him through a comic, which was different, and this professor's controlling him, and he's having them pretty much do evil deeds for him throughout the college while he has plans, and there's murders that are involved. He's trying to cover it up. So you got the leader of the prank group and the love interest trying to pretty much get to the bottom of it and prove some innocence for the main guy because he's set up for a couple things. And you got the ghoulies, which you start to see their decline in this one. They're not bad, but they're not good how they look. You just see them grow, like they get bigger and bigger throughout the films, and it gets more disappointing. And this is where they talk. When I heard them talk, I was like, no, Sounds like some out of an '80s cartoon. But this film is fun. I did enjoy it, but it's not a great movie at all. It's bad, but does have some entertaining moments. So number three is gonna be Ghoulies Three. Ghoulies Go to College. And number two, I'm gonna go with Ghoulies, the original, 1985. This is the introduction to Jonathan Graves. Like I was telling you, he's the son of the devil cult leader. He's survives after sacrifice. Like he's supposed to be sacrificed. He comes back as an adult, comes back to the home, and he has just this friends. They party, they do all this, and then you start to show like the house is taking control of him. He starts to turn eviler. He gets like these green eyes. His wife's worried about him. He's obsessed. He's not eating, and he's pretty much brings back these ghoulies, and they look really cool here. They don't talk, so that's what I liked, and they're smaller, which I thought was important too. And some pretty good kills. There's some creepy moments. You got like this kind of vampire doll that reminded me kind of like Poltergeist, and it comes to life through the ghoulies. You don't see the ghoulies a whole lot in this, which I was a that's why it's at number two for me. But it does have an interesting backstory. It shows like how everything started, which I thought was real interesting. And you do get it does pick up towards the end, but it does go through a uh, slow time there where you don't see much of the ghoulies, which I thought was a little disappointing. But overall, this is screams '80s. It's a classic. I enjoyed it, and they have a cool looking like cult leader devil guy zombie come back. Reminded me of like the original House movie where he comes back as a zombie. I thought that was real cool. So number two, I'm gonna have 1985's Ghoulies. Now we are going to go into my number one film, Ghoulies 2 from 1988. I hadn't seen this in years, guys. And let me just tell you, this is number one. It was a blast. You have a pretty good cast as well. You got what's his name? Sasha Jensen from Halloween 4, Brady, and he's on Dazed and Confused as well. You got Philip Fandacaro. He's the little man from Troll and Willow. And he's always good in some films. And also you got the guy from William Butler from Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3, Leatherface sequel. I highly enjoy. So there's a good cast. This one takes place in a carnival. You got this guy and his uncle who's an alcoholic, and they're pretty much trying to save this carnival. It's not making money. Their haunted place, I forgot what it's called. Some Satan some. Oh man, I can't remember. But anyways, they're trying to save this business. Their haunted house is going down in the circus events, and you got this douchebag guy that's trying to close him down. He owns the company, so he's trying to take over. But on a night, the ghoulies get brought back by a satanic ritual, and they're brought into this that haunted house, and they make it go up. It's starting to get business, but at the same time, they're killing people. People are getting killed going into this haunted attraction. So it starts to make money, but then you saw bodies end up missing. You have the alcoholic uncle who comes face to face with him. He's trying to stop him, but no one believes him. And the nephew, he's the lead guy. He has a love interest. She's one of the dancers in here. And you just got a riot. You got these goofy guys, like I said, Brady from Halloween 4, the guy from TCM 3. They go in there and they're hung up by these ghoulies. One of their friends gets murdered. Pretty brutal. You got some pretty good kills. And this has one of the best toilet bowl kills I thought of the franchise, because that's what stands out. As you can see on the cover, it's the toilet bowl guy. I wish it would have went off camera, but it's hilarious. He comes out of the toilet, murders pretty much the scumbag out of this movie, which I loved. Um, and then at the end, I wouldn't. Yeah, at the end you get this giant sized ghoulie, which I thought was cool. Effects were on point, and it brought a lot of reminiscence back for me. So my number one's got to be Ghoulies 2, 1988. I would compare this one with Killer Clowns from Outer Space. It has that feel of it. Obviously not as good as that film, but I put this up with just the same fun atmosphere in it and fun '80s feel to it. So number one, I'm gonna go with 1988 Ghoulies 2. This is a short franchise, guys. This is my thoughts and opinions. So I'll do a recap. Number four, we got Ghoulies 4. Number three, we got Ghoulies 3. Pretty much stays in order till the second and first part. Number two, I got Ghoulies, and my number one was Ghoulies 2. Really enjoyed that one. So everyone hit a like and subscribe, please. Comment. I'd love to hear your thoughts about this franchise. If you're a fan of it, if you're not, it could go either way. I did enjoy this. I like these kind of little creature films. I mean, it started after the fame of Gremlins, and it went on with several other ones. But that's going to be my thoughts and opinions for the Ghoulies franchise, guys. Hope you enjoy. Everyone have a great week out there. Stay safe. This is Undead Nightmare 24, back with a video. Keep it horror. Peace.
Officer Graves has a disturbing past. He's glad to be back on the force.
Attention, Amar shoppers. Clean up on aisle 4.
Now his tormentors are back, in person, and in leather.
Command me.
Bring me the jewel. You're not allowed to touch my jewels anymore, Kate.
Do you wanna frisk me?
Give me all your money.
Yes, the legend continues, because they're back. It's Muggers, Zero, and Ghoulies 4
at Glazier College. And the frat boys are out for blood.
You won't get away with those foolish pranks this year.
But what these party animals don't realize, I now command you to appear, is they've got 3 new pledges from hell.
Let's take a tour around, schmucks.
Now, the Ghoulies are about to learn what higher education is all about. Brewskis.
I'll just take one.
Babes.
Uh-oh. So, what's your major?
And partying hardy.
They drink our brews.
This is war.
Look, there's been a murder on campus.
Hurry up, Peter.
Frankly, they may flunk out on manners, but they get an A in mayhem. Ghoulies 3.
Jonathan is having a housewarming party. Wow! What do you guys want to do?
Well, we could play hide and go seek.
Yeah.
What about Trivial Pursuit?
Yeah. Strip poker. Yeah.
I got an idea. Let's do a ritual. Yod Hey Bow Hey.
Do the hokey pokey and
Hey, knock it off.
Come, I order thee. In the name of the most holy Trinity. Come, I order thee. Well, that was fun.
No, wait. I need to dismiss the spirit. So do I. Where's the bathroom? Upstairs.
Unfortunately, there will be some surprise guests. They have very bad manners. And they have no respect for privacy. They'll wake up the neighbors. What the hell's in there? And they never take no for an answer.
Man, that chick is really a screamer.
Ghoulies. Once they show up, you can never get rid of them. Ghoulies. They'll get you in the end.
The carnival's back in town with all your old favorites. The Ferris wheel, the Roundup, the Octopus, beautiful girls, the Spook House, bumper cars, and a special added attraction. It's got Ghoulies, too. They walk, they talk, they crawl on their bellies like
Reptile. This place is better than Epcot Center.
Ghoulies, too.
You're really scary, miss. mister.
Pull out the carnival hard before they kill again. $1,000 to any man who brings me one alive.
Just when you thought it was safe to go back into the bathroom, Ghoulies 2. They'll get you in the end again. Ghoulies 2.